Hey everyone, in today's video we are going to move into one of the most important concepts in programming, which is recursion. If you are new to recursion, don't worry, I'll break it down in a simple and easy to understand way. Let's start with the basics. So what exactly is recursion? Recursion is a technique where a function calls itself in order to solve a problem. It might sound confusing at first, but once you see it in action, it will make a lot of more sense to you. We will walk through a simple example where we use recursion to calculate the factorial of a number. Let's quickly discuss what a factorial is. The factorial of a number is represented by n factorial. It's the product of all positive integers less than or equal to n. For example, the factorial of 4 is 4 factorial, which is equals to 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 is equals to 24. Same way, the factorial of 5 is 5 factorial, which is equals to 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 is equals to 120. So basically, the factorial function keeps multiplying numbers down to 1. Let's break this down. The factorial function takes a number n as an input. It first checks if n is equal to 1. If it is, the function returns 1. This is the base case that stops the recursion. If n is not 1, it returns n multiplied by factorial of n minus 1. This means the function calls itself with n minus 1 and it keeps calling itself until it hits the base case. Let us see how this works with a real example. We will calculate the factorial of 5 using our recursive function. Now we will be calling the factorial by using the print statement. When we call the factorial 5, the function first checks if n is equals to 1. Since here n is 5, it's not equal to 1, so it moves to the else statement and calls factorial 4. This pattern continues. The factorial 5 calls factorial 4 and factorial 4 calls factorial 3. The factorial 3 calls factorial 2 and in the same way the factorial 2 calls factorial 1. When it reaches factorial 1, it hits the base case and returns 1. Now let's break down the steps the function takes to calculate factorial 5. Here, as you can see, the factorial 5 calls the factorial 4 and factorial 4 calls factorial 3 and the factorial 3 calls factorial 2 and the same way the factorial 2 calls the factorial 1 and the factorial 1 hits the base case and returns 1. Then the function starts returning the results back up the chain. As you can see in the slide, the factorial 2 returns 2 into 1 is equals to 2, factorial 3 returns 3 into 2 equals to 6, factorial 4 returns 4 into 6 equals to 24, factorial 5 returns 5 into 24 which is equals to 120. So the factorial 5 is equals to 120. Let's run the code and see the output. As you can see in the screen, here is the output which is 120. So why does recursion work here? It works because the function keeps calling itself with smaller values of n until it hits the base case. Each time it returns, it multiplies the result by the next number, which builds up the final result step by step. Recursion is a really powerful concept and we have just scratched the surface with calculating factorials. The key to recursion is having a clear base case that stops the recursion. Otherwise, it will keep calling itself forever. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next video.